confirmed that President Bola Tinubu will very, very soon unveil the long-awaited list of ambassadors to head Nigeria's foreign missions more than 2 years after recalling the entire diplomatic corps. Pressure has mounted on the administration to fill the vacant ambassadorial post, as most of Nigeria's 109 missions, 76 embassies, 22 high commissions, and 11 consulates have been run by chargé d'affaires with limited diplomatic authority since September 2023. The vacuum has reportedly weakened Nigeria's democratic leverage with some countries according less regard to their interim heads. There have also been suggestions that prolonged gap contributed to recent tensions between Nigeria and the United States, including former President Donald Trump's controversial warning on alleged persecution of Christians. Responding to press inquiries on Sunday, Presidential Advisor on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, said Nigerians should expect an announcement imminently. Asked how soon the appointments would be released, he replied, he is going to do it very, very soon. A senior presidency source told Vanguard that the finalized list could be made public within the week. The list may be released before the end of the week. The president is traveling this week. It may come out while he is away, the source said. Reports have it that Tinubu recently ordered a final cleanup of the nominees. Some individuals originally submitted to the Senate reportedly died, retired, or became ineligible due to having less than a year left in service. Senate screening and security vetting were said to have been completed months earlier. The release of the ambassadorial list is expected to restore Nigeria's full democratic representation abroad and end months of uncertainty in its foreign missions. Hi, Chief Jackson Lekojo. Now, interestingly, he took a tweet from the President of the United States to wake Nigeria up with regards to its international diplomatic relations. What is your take on this story?
It's very sad, because it's like your station here and your sister radio station here. You have correspondence. You have a lot of correspondence. If they are doing something, social place, your correspondent will be there to get the news for you, to get the real stories and others for you. We need the ambassadors in each of these countries of the world. We need defense attaches in each country of the world. But over 2 years now, we've not gotten all this. At a particular stage, on my own, I said, maybe Mr. President, because the way you appoint ministers and special advisors, and they do everything here, is not the way is not the way you should employ ambassadors. Because ambassadors must be diplomatic in nature, must be diplomatic in attitude, must be diplomatic in whatever they are doing, because they are the image maker. They are the logo of that country, in whichever country they find themselves. By the time you send somebody who is not diplomatic to appoint him to be a diplomat, he can't meet up. A diplomat representing the country must be somebody that is well diplomatic. It's not somebody that is going to go to the White House to go and fight and quarrel. Except you want to put people like that in Afghanistan, in Sudan, and others. But at the same time, Nigerians today can parade an array of millions of people that could represent Nigeria in any part of the world. So, and the people like us too call on the presidency when this matter began to happen. It started from Canada, when the Canadian High Court said PDP and APC in Nigeria, they are terrorist group. There was nobody in Canada that could stand
and address that matter.
Whereas If we have an ambassador in Canada as at that time, or defense attaché, it would have quickly go to the highest office in the land to say, this decision, you have to rescind it. This pronouncement, you have to cancel it and tender apology. Nobody. Now, look at what's happened. Ted Cruz on the floor of the Senate of America. He raised this matter first, and the matter got attracted to the presidency, the White House in America. I blame our senators. Immediately this thing happened, that Ted Cruz opened his mouth to say this on the floor of the Senate. The second week, I expected the Senate of Nigeria to go straight to the Senate of the US to tell him the true story of what is happening here. But then, assuming we have ambassador in America, immediately the ambassador would have quickly seek audience with the Senate to say, this is what is going on, this is what is going on, this is what is going on. But those countries have their own ambassadors here. Whatever their own ambassador here, furnish them there. That we don't have ambassador there to defend it. So it has been one-sided just because we don't have ambassador. But immediately, Trump did not make national broadcast. It's on his X handle and everything. A lot of persons are even almost running out of Nigeria. So, to me, is the right thing that Mr. President is trying to do now. There should be no further delay, so that there won't be any insult from any of the presidents of the world against Nigeria alone again. But as he's doing it, he must be very careful so that he won't send an ambassador that is going to damage the reputation of Nigeria to any country. I wish him every best.
But now one would say to a large extent, isn't this coming very late? Because
it's coming.
When you look at the reputation,
yes,
the reputation of the country, Nigeria's reputation already, long before this time, has been in tatters. And Nigerian government has not done anything tangible, visible to repair our image,
yes,
before the international,
yes,
organizations and the world globally. And now, with this happening, in fact, when this whole matter started, it was just the presidency. The presidency will report, will fire back from. In fact, when Donald Trump tweeted, first of all, the president went and tweeted his own.
Yes.
Right? And after he tweeted his own, Donald Trump now went ahead to actually make Nigeria a country of particular concern. Yes. And also tweeted it with threats attached of possible invasion. And then the president didn't tweet again. He didn't tweet again. And then we now had individuals reacting. And not just that they were reacting, however, they were attacking the US. There was no intelligence, no understanding of international politics and how it's playing, right? It was now China that was coming out to speak. China that has interest because of illegal mining, yes, in Nigeria, right? The fact that they are even speaking out also now even worsens our matter before the US. Yes. While that is still ongoing, you see people like Shegumi also coming out, and when you're following this up, you'll be like, what is going on? And now, after this damage has been done, without anything concrete, we are now seeing that the president is yet to appoint an ambassador. The president is about to release. We are hearing about to release. And how is it that for 2 years, Nigeria had no diplomatic relationship, no concrete representation globally?
At all.
How does that even make sense?
It does not make sense at all. Because people were expecting in some normal climb, immediately before you even form your cabinet, those people that are going to, if the reputation is damaged, those people that are going for the reputational damage, you are already sending them down. That this is a new administration. I want to work with all these countries. Those people should go on ground to begin to launder the image of the country. Ambassadors must go first. You understand? But imagine a situation whereby our president has been junketing, flying around the world, going to look for investors here and there, and as you are leaving that country, there is no ambassador. Because before they begin to come...
Because even as he's going to see the president of whatever country, yes, his ambassador should be by his side.
He should be the one to even book the appointment. It will be the one to book the appointment. And by the time you leave, whosoever that want to come and invest in this country must approach the ambassador over there to be fully briefed before they begin to come. And just like you said, instead of this matter to be handled, Americans sneezed. Nigeria began to catch cold, but instead of governmental response, official diplomatic response. I was on another platform where I said people like Baba Emeka Anyaoku, people like Professor Zulu Gambari, and the host of others. These are diplomats of international standard. Those are the people that immediately this thing happen, Mr. President could just commission them. That, please sir, you have to go to this country, go to the White House, and tell them the true story. But instead, you see militants responding.
Shegumi
responding. Asari Dokubo responding.
Threatening.
Femi Fani-Kayode that the Yorubas and Fulani will cooperate. We will finish American soldier. Asari Dokubo, any American soldier that come to Nigeria, we will bury them here. Is that how to handle diplomatic?
And the presidency so far has not come out to, caution
all these people.
These careless statements. Good. The presidency have not cautioned people making careless statements and even, worsening matters.
All these people that made this careless statement should have been invited by the National Intelligence Agency for questioning.
To explain what they know.
They may not prosecute them, but they should question them and warn them. But for people like that, this global village, today that you can do something in Nigeria if Trump wants to see it in the next 5 minutes.
Having said that, recently President Trump had something to say about Nigeria and the recent decision by the United States. When he was having conversations with certain delegates, he said it clearly that Nigeria is a country. He commented on Nigerians' sense of humor. He said that despite the seriousness of the situation, Nigerians are catching crews on social media. In face of possible invasion, Nigerians are catching crews.
What is the meaning of that?
He said that in Nigerians, we don't take anything serious. That's what he said. We don't take
people that do not take anything serious, they are fools. But he doesn't want to use that statement. That is it. The guy was laughing at us.